So it's the end of a long day, but welcome back for another installation of Fairly Unbalanced with Mike. I'm Mike Talon. Thank you very much for spending a couple of minutes with me in each of the past several days and hopefully going forward. And also, I'm new to this YouTube thing. I think I've got the dimensions of the video correct, but who the hell knows as I wiggle my camera around. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out, but bell, like, subscribe, all of that stuff, it would be very helpful and I'd appreciate it. Um, I was going to make a post earlier today about the Kerry Lake loss, which was just glorious, and it was going to try and work something out that was kind of Game of Thrones related, and how her loss today proved that it wasn't a red wave, it was a red wedding. Uh, but then I kind of wanted to wait until the end of the night because I wanted to see the Phantom of Mar-a-Lago make his make his speech tonight, and I gotta tell you, I was disappointed. I hoped that we were going to get rage-filled Trump of American mayhem and all of that. I To stick with the Game of Thrones references, I kind of wanted to see the Night King version of Donald Trump, where he's and he's screaming, because I just find that hilarious and beautiful to watch, and it used to be scary, and now it's it's a fucking hoot. But he didn't do that. It was more like the speech tonight. I'm not sure if you watched it, but it was kind of like watching the Night King trying to do needlepoint. He was trying to have a focused message, and it's really clear that his advisors, that thing that was married to George, whatever his name is, and Jason Miller, they clearly said to him, Mr. President, we agree with you that Mexicans are rapists and drug dealers, but we need to broaden our message to bring more voters to our side. And what they sold him on very clearly was trying to run a campaign as an outsider. The whole speech, or at least most of it, when he wasn't really hilariously making fun of his own family, at some point when he was freestyling, he asked the tall, goofy one, Eric, to stand up, and he pointed out that Eric had been subpoenaed far more times than Billy the Kid or Al Capone. Maybe this is a badge of honor in the Trump household. Uh, but the main point of his message was that he was going to fight the corruption in Washington. And it was interesting, if you take it just as a political speech and not as a Trump speech, it was interesting because he actually hit some notes that AOC will agree with. He wants to, if he's elected president, he wants to put a lifetime ban on on lobbying for members of the cabinet and for retiring members of Congress. Awesome, I'm for that. He also wants to ban insider trading by Congress people, and he wants a term limit for Congress people. I think the term limits thing is stupid, but ban on trading stocks, all over it. But he's clearly trying to focus the message down on corruption so he can run as an outsider. And it's a good message because that really resonates with independents. The problem is the messenger. And the problem is really simple. Donald, you can position yourself as an outsider, but as our Roman forebears in the Republic knew, at some point you lose that title. Really, when you send forces to sack Rome, you're not an outsider, you're a barbarian. And we all see that, and we're not going to buy it. But thank you, Donald. I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart for joining this race. I look forward to you being torn apart in public by the others and you tearing them apart on the Republican side. It's going to be glorious to watch. And hopefully every day we will spend at least a couple of minutes talking about that stuff here. So welcome to the race, Donald. I hate you. I hope you live a long and painful life. I hope you die in prison. But we can wait a while on that. For everyone else here who's not a Nazi, who's not a MAGA fascist, love to you all.